Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Campaign 3 of Minis in Mayhem, Lost in Leviathan. I'm your hostess and dungeon master, the ever-lovely Joan Klock, joined today by my salty sea dogs. Can I get an R?
Arr!
Welcome back, everyone. It is New Year. The crew is a little tired from their adventures last time, but we are once again joined by Trevor, Terry, Chris White, Rae Barnes, and Jarid Castiglione. Here we are for another episode. Last time we joined our heroes, they went around and tracked down Azure Artax, one of the former pirate lords. The party was unfortunately split up in the midst of the Blood Forest. As they were, Trevor's character, Vincent, was nearly struck down, and the party had to struggle to save him in time from the blood oozes. Now the party has had an opportunity to return to the town of Gut Ranch, but unfortunately, without their sail.
Gosh, who was the? I can't think of the guy now that led us here. Grimsley. Is Grimsley with us, or did he already go back to the?
Grimsley bounced.
Okay, that's what I thought so. Yeah. So.
Yeah, for good reason too.
Yeah, probably for a good reason. So, I have so many questions for Adrian right now, and I don't think I can wait. I'm gonna go grab her and bring her to the ship. Azure, I'd like you to take Vincent to the ship and tend to his injuries. Intern, do that as well. Help Azure.
Yes, sir.
Cookie, I'd like you to make some food for Vincent so he can recover.
All right, I can do that. In fact, I'm contemplating an experiment with the new maybe good berry-based recipe. If you wouldn't mind, Vincent, do you have any to spare?
Of course I do.
Thanks.
I never thought I'd see the day.
Well,
hand him some
things
berry.
happen. People change. Sometimes for the better.
It was all that bread, wasn't it? You ate too
Gotta
much
soak
bread.
it up somehow. I'm seeing
No,
life in a
no.
new light.
You almost died.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about that. And I'm also thinking about the fact that, Captain, you might need some backup here if things turn sour like they did previously. You might want to wait until I'm recovered, or the rest of the crew can join you. Are you sure?
I was gonna bring Adrian to us,
Oh, okay.
and so we can all have a conversation with her, and that way you can rest, and we can still have our conversation.
Well, Adrian's gonna be waiting a while because I feel like I need at least a day to get back on my feet.
Just kind of, you need a longer rest, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
A longer.
Yeah, so-
It shouldn't be
rest.
too short. It needs to be on the other side of the shore, the other side of
Yeah.
the scale.
Mhm.
So yeah, let's just head back to the ship for now, and we'll rest up for the night or day, whatever time it is.
It is hard to tell.
It's
a good
very
point.
hard to tell in the belly.
Who knows? Not us.
All right, so
I look at my imaginary watch. Yep, it's around 12 o'clock.
no, sir, you've got there's a hair going there. It's kind of like there's blood that's kind
Oh.
of just splattered it.
I wipe my sleeve. It's like, oh, it's midnight. Got it.
Sir, we need to get you a proper timepiece.
You sure?
Yes.
And he's just gonna keep walking as he's like looking at his imaginary watch.
All of you head on through the town of Gut Ranch, up to your ship. You climb onto the Ocean's Oath, climb into the bunks. I assume that you settle down probably in the medical bay.
Probably for the
Yeah,
best.
absolutely.
We'll get them all tucked in.
Like literally tucked in? Hold on, I'm
I'll
getting a
tuck you
mental
in.
Yeah,
image.
little like a
Okay.
little. Yeah.
Literally, I
Literally,
blankets, and I'm
tucking
like-
down.
like tuck you into the bed.
With a
I have
teddy
like a
bear
weighted
next to
blanket.
him.
I'm gonna put it on you.
Wow.
It'll
Haven't
have
had this
you
luxury of
inside.
service since.
And then intern brings out the rope.
No,
Do we need this?
No.
Are you
no.
sure?
Yes. No.
We're making sure he's staying, right?
He's
That's the
going
point
to
of the
stay.
weight.
He doesn't need tied down. That's for hostages, not for crew members.
Don't
Can
worry,
we take
intern,
our own
I'm
crew
not.
members hostage?
No. Well, maybe, but no.
I have
No.
no intentions of going anywhere right now. If I move wrong, I feel like my guts might spill out. So, you don't worry about it. I'm staying right here.
Let's not do that.
Yeah.
And you know what
Can I-
goes with
can
the
I-
feeling of having your guts fill out? A nice jelly or jam, which I will be working on in the kitchen, making it out of good berries and some spices.
Can I do what I can to help Cookie? I'm just gonna awkwardly stand there holding a knife. It's like, here you go.
Oh, I don't really need that for. These are very squishy. I can just squish them in my hands, but I like to roll them out as a rolling pin. But I don't really need much help. I've been making jam for as long as I can remember. But thank you. If I don't recall, isn't there a collection of yours that you haven't seen for quite some time?
He drops the knife and sprints out of the room.
Is the room
Okay.
clear now?
Yeah, the room is clear. It's just you in the kitchen, Cookie.
Honestly, I can't believe the nerve of some people sometimes. But again, I must remind myself that we are pirates and deception is part of the game, after all. Oh well. Back to jelly.
I'm so scared. You're just really doing that.
Back to jelly.
Back to jelly.
I'm just making some jams and some jellies, of course.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. You attempt to make a good berry jam, presumably to put on a sandwich made out of that bread.
Exactly. You understand
Oh,
exactly
God.
that. Well, think about it, okay? Hold on. My rationale is simply this. I've learned that some of the bread enhances magical abilities within me. Isn't a good berry also an extension of magic itself?
Oh no!
I'm trying to turn a good berry into a great berry, okay?
I'm gonna say make me an Arcana or cooking tools check.
All right. All right. Well, hold on now.
Hang on.
That ain't
Hang
very
on. I think
nice.
he's cooking here. He is cooking
tools.
Hold on,
literally
let him
and
cook.
metaphorically.
Let me cook. All right. Now, I need to clarify because we did talk about this before, and it's my first time rolling with this particular setup. I get dexterity to be the source of my cooking utensils, correct?
Yeah, although I would also allow you to use intelligence.
Oh, no, I'm not that smart, but I'm really good with my hands. Let's do this. Let's see if this works.
The perfect man.
It is a 10. So I'm about average with making good berries good. I simply cannot enhance or detract from the nature of a good berry. They are simply what they are, unfortunately.
They are very good berries. That
Yeah.
much is true. So yeah, you take these good berries, you start mashing them up. Probably like, wash them, cleanse them. Not necessarily because like you have to, but this is just more out of habit. Like you always gotta wash
Right.
your fruit in case something maybe got in there and wriggle around a bit.
Yeah, you don't want none of them centipedes in your food. That's just not
Yeah,
kind.
exactly. Just rinse them out, make sure they plop down, and but I mean the good berries are of course perfectly high quality. It was Vince who made them after all. So yeah, you clean them up, you start mash them. As you're going through the process, you realize that you don't have any sugar on the ship to really give it, that sweetness, right? The kind of sweetness. And the good berries, like they're okay, but there's not a lot of flavor in a good berry.
Right.
So you need the sugar to really bring that out.
Well, this will have to do for now, but until I can get some sugar, maybe then I can make something better out of it. This is enough for just a small little meal. I might as well go ahead and bring it on over to Vincent. My little tray with toast, little jam jelly on it, little goodberry jelly. Fix you right up.
Well, that looks edible, certainly.
Yeah, I mean, it's got your favorite thing on it. Actually, it's the best of two worlds. It's got my current favorite thing and your favorite thing ever put together.
Well,
enjoy.
Bottoms up, I guess. And I pick it up and look at it for a second and pop it in my mouth. The big crunch of the bread and the squish of the jelly between my teeth.
Well, I don't think you ate one of those pieces of bread.
Never ate a
right?
piece.
Cool. So then you get the benefits of the bread as it is. In addition, you will also restore. Gosh, that was a good berry spell. How many berries does that give you?
I believe 10. Up to 10. Yeah.
I'm gonna look up the good berry spell myself for reference. But it shouldn't be too hard.
Up to 10 berries appear in your hand.
Yeah. In that case, I'm gonna say that the bread also the jelly restores 10 hit points for now.
Yo, great.
Damn, that's a good bread.
Can I test to see how much I like it? Like, I kind of want this to be up to chance because it does have good berries, but it also has this weird bread that I heard about. And Vincent is very hesitant of anything that's not good berry at the moment. His tastes have been ruined
if you want to roll like a 1d20 for taste,
sure.
Go ahead. Roll me a 1d20 for taste. But what do you got for me?
Please.
That's an 18.
Okay.
So was 20 good and 1 bad? Was that what the rate was?
What would it be otherwise?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Bread success.
He likes it.
Oh, do you enjoy it? It looks like you like that.
I'm gonna set it down like gently on the table. I'm gonna like grab his wrist abruptly. Cookie. This is the greatest thing I've had in the last 5 years I've been at sea.
Well, you're welcome. I'm glad I could finally make something that you like.
I feel years younger. I feel like I could get up, and I try to stand up for a second, and never mind. Never mind, not quite there yet.
Sir, haven't you been eating nothing but good berry for like the last 5 years?
Yes, but this is special. This is something else.
You added something to you crushed the good berries and put them on another thing. Like, that's almost entirely the bread, right? That's gotta be.
Yeah, but you have to understand, I haven't tried doing anything else with the good berries. This is the first time I tried it in a different way. I did try yogurt once, but the yogurt was expired. So
you gotta be careful with yogurt.
Go over well.
Dairy at sea, probably not a good idea.
Yeah, you don't have a way to refrigerate it. You might as well just not even have it on board. That stuff spoils right too quick.
Yeah, we found it on a merchant ship that we had taken over, and guess we didn't get to it quick enough. The ice had melted. Anyways, Cookie, bless you. Thank you.
I'm just doing what I came here to do, and I appreciate being of service. Thank you for enjoying it. And I might have some way to make it better later down the road.
Yes, I expect something like this in the future.
Yeah, you need to rest up now. You had a pretty long day. I'm a bit kaput myself, so I'm gonna tuck in and turn in for the night, I think, or day. I really don't know what time it is. Huh.
Yeah,
Freckled past the hair?
You're probably right. Exactly that. Well, good night, y'all.
Thank you, everyone, for taking care of me. I will be back up in commission tomorrow to some extent. We have a lot of work to do. I'm going to need all your help.
Sweet.
Okay. We'll go ahead and just quickly cut back to the captain if you're doing anything. I know you're checking on your collection. Everything seems to be still in place, completely untouched.
He has He's got like a little like maid outfit on, he's got like the little like white little strap, and he's got a duster, and he's like, oh, there you go, perfect, yes, gorgeous.
Over your shoulder, Uthfan just kind of like has one hand on his shoulder. He's like, I still have no idea how you got the maid outfit.
I like slowly turn to him. We don't speak of the maid outfit ever again. Got it?
But you're in it. You're wearing it right. You are actively participating.
Did I stutter?
Wearing.
Did I stutter?
Yes, actually, you did stutter, and that's part of why I'm like, if you're comfortable in this, that's totally fine. I don't have any problems with it. It just like, where did it come from, man?
Does that really concern you?
I mean, a little bit. I mean, like.
Do you want me to not wear it?
I just think this is really high quality lace that you've got here.
Oh, I know, right? I bought it like forever ago. I don't remember what town it was, but I take the little lace off, and I put in underneath one of the wood with the duster, and I sit down in my chair and just kind of take a deep breath, and I almost lost another one. Almost lost my crew again. Not my entire crew, but someone that's important.
Yeah, but you didn't. He's still alive because of you. I mean, I helped a little, but mostly because of you.
Yeah, but a lot could have gone wrong if I didn't follow. Let's just say won't even say if. When we find Artax, he's gonna get more than just a word. He's gonna get a fist full of words.
I'm worried about you, bro. This isn't a new revenge quest to pick up. Like, I know Greenbeard's gone, but that doesn't mean that you get to replace him with someone else to chase down.
I know. But Vincent deserves answers. And I want to give it to him. And that's kind of my goal right now, is to help Vincent understand his former captain's choices. I'm glad he's back. And I'm glad he's not going to go anywhere, but I want to make sure he has closure. Plus, I think if we can do it correctly, we may be able to capture him, and we can learn more about the queen of the captain queen. I can't even think of the name right now.
The queen
Pirates.
of the pirates?
Yep. Yeah, there we go. I couldn't think of it. The queen of the pirates.
I mean, I think you've got a lot of growing to do if you want to take on Delia Thorne.
Yeah. Just hopefully my talk with Adrian goes smoothly. Vincent's old flag, and I set it on my desk. And I just look at it. I also want to do it for all of them, because they deserved better.
So do you. And Ufon floats off to wherever he goes when he needs some space. Everyone has an opportunity to take a long rest. You fully restore your hit points and spell slots.
Whew, thank goodness.
Back to full. Everybody also had gotten the level up after last session, so
Woo! Level 7! Woo!
level 7.
Where do I get a level 7? Oh, I just got. Oh yeah, that's right. I just got
Yes.
a building improvement.
Yes.
Yes.
Woo.
So you all awaken on the Ocean's Oath, fully healed and fully rested.
What a bright and shining morning, everyone. How everyone doing? How'd y'all rest?
Vincent walks in through the door frame. I feel like I could use a stiff drink. Cookie, you mentioned you might have something.
I might have something in particular. I would have to go check, if you wouldn't mind.
I
One
don't.
moment.
Not at all.
I'm gonna go check my reserve, if you will.
Yeah, sure. You go ahead, you pull up the... Ooh, I have my notes here. You go ahead and pull up your reserve here of Talmunda Tonic. And you do in fact have plenty left. It is a little bit emptier than you last remember it being, but you have notes in your ledger, so you probably just didn't, think about it too hard. So,
A nice little, almost like teacup, like shot glass, if you will. Here, this will take the edge off.
Thank you. Wow, that is strong. Where did you get this again?
I found it in my many travels throughout the world.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I've had many travels too, and I haven't had anything like this. So thanks for sharing. What do I owe you?
We'll call it even for now. You help protect everyone. I think you earned at least a shot. You might, you did try to see the best in people, and while that's admirable, we are pirates.
We are pirates. That is true.
Sometimes deceit is just in the name of the game.
I really thought I could trust him. It's going to be hard moving forward, but I know what I must do. And for that, I need a map. So when everyone's ready to go, I know where I am headed.
I think we all need answers. And Kea walks in. We all want answers, and rightfully so. Vincent, I got something for you. And I take the flag, and you don't have to accept it now, but it does belong to you. And I think you should have it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I take it back. I fold it reverently and place it in my pack. I appreciate you giving me back. Kind of didn't want to see it again, part of me, but it's probably best it sits here with me. Have to carry on the legacy of all those men and women who sacrificed themselves at Artax's wishes. apparently.
We'll give you closure. And I'll help with that. Because you deserve more answers than I do.
Well, more importantly, he has our sale. So let's start with that. Closure can come, or maybe it doesn't. Either way, we got to get out of here. And I intend to see that through with all of you.
Do you want this to be like a you thing? Like you seeking out your feelings and revenge? Or it's going to be like the opportunity comes and that individual appears before me, I'm most likely going to try and strike them down.
You can do whatever you want with Artax, but it'll be hard to strike him down. But just promise me one thing. If we do have the opportunity and they're on their last legs, please allow me the finishing blow.
You got it. And KO grabs Vince's shoulder. We're with you. All of us. Even in turn.
Vince just
Yes,
nods
I'm here too.
currently.
Yeah, interns
Alright,
been
hey,
here the
hi,
whole time,
intern.
Captain. I don't know if you saw them, but they were here before you got in here.
By the way, intern, is your mop still really bloody?
He kind of lifts up his mop, and yes, it is still kind of like I kind of scrubbed at it to try and get this stuff out. And it's really stained in there.
Can have you tried using soap?
I mean,
I'm not sure what that is,
yeah,
Captain.
Yeah, soap, what is that? Haven't seen soap in years. Last time I had a good meal besides what I had yesterday. So,
really? You've never seen soap?
no, I've seen soap. It's a joke. We don't have it out on the seas.
Right.
It's a luxury.
Well, I mean, sometimes I see if I can get some limestone in the market and some seashells, grind it up together, and can sort of make a simple soap out of that.
You know how to make soap?
Kind of.
Wow.
I mean, like it's not perfect, but
No, that's amazing.
I think it's
Yeah.
the best soap ever.
but
Yeah,
it's,
because every time you're on the mainland, you see these artisans selling their soap at their stands, and it's for like several silver a piece. So if you can do that, wow, we could have a business when we get out of here. Don't
I
have to be
mean,
pirates anymore.
I don't
Just
I
kidding.
don't know.
We're always gonna be pirates.
I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, I just thought, the ship needed to be extra nice and clean, and that was important to me. And so I just, thought having some soap in my mop bucket would be a good thing to have. Although now my mop is probably just going to get blood all over the deck, so maybe I need to get a new one or something. I don't know. Anyway, look, a distraction. We're gonna go see the fish lady, right?
Yes, intern.
Yeah.
We'll go see Adrian.
Adrian.
That's a mighty fine idea you had there, intern.
I confidently lead the way to find Adrian.
Let's stick a feather in that soap thing. Come back to this later. It's a good idea.
I wonder if we could
Stop
put feathers
our
and
life
soap
of
together.
crime to become soap.
Partisan soap maker.
It's a hot commodity.
The soap pirates.
No, please.
Or the bubble bandits.
The bubble
Ooh,
bandits.
bubble
I like
bandits.
that.
The soapbox sailors.
That one's good too.
We're going down
See,
this
we're
rabbit hole,
cooking.
and it's not good.
Cooking.
Stop
The
cooking, stop
sudsy
cooking.
sailors. Wait.
Ah!
Yo.
Our deck is always so clean that everyone else just slips on it when they get on or on the deck.
We never need to swap our poop deck.
We don't call it the poop deck. We call it the pristine deck.
The pristine,
Pristine
deck.
deck.
Much like the rest of the ship, it is gleaming in sunshine.
Oh
It's also impossible to walk on without any sort of textured boots. You need some sort of friction.
We just put sponges on our shoes and we like
We
skate
slide.
around.
We
Yeah.
skate.
There we
Oh my
go.
gosh, that's one of our bonus actions is the soapsy slide.
This is turning into SpongeBob really quick.
SpongeBob, the SpongeBob one shot? I'm in.
Oh, SpongeBob, me boyo! I messed up DDI and got knocked off the top rung. Oh,
You want to see me have a
SpongeBob,
natural failure? You want to see me do it again?
SpongeBob, I rolled a natural 1.
no, Patrick, you do not have proficiency with mayonnaise.
Okay. We're
Alright.
getting way off
Okay,
track
let's
now.
Yeah,
figure
dude,
it out.
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
the margin
kind of
was-
lit though.
He did not get our sillies out. Oh my
No,
goodness.
Patrick, mayonnaise is
That's
not a
okay.
cantrip.
You can't
It's not
cast
a
2
first
spells at
level
one time.
spell either.
Yeah. So anyways, we're gonna go find Adrian now.
Alright, come, talk to me. I'd love to run SpongeBob D&D. That'd be fun.
You
Oh,
get this content at Minions and Mayhem, everybody. Woo!
yeah, come talk to me. Joking aside, and hopefully we didn't just get ourselves a fun little takedown.
It was parody.
It was
We need to use
parody
the
accounts.
audio. We could talk about
use.
it.
Anyway, breathing. Fine dining and breathing.
Everyone, take a nice deep breath. Let's go kick ass.
Hopefully we don't have to.
Words.
Getting back into the seriousness of the moment, you all are a crew of pirates who are on your way to go talk to one of the most powerful figures on the ocean, as you are all trapped within the beast of a giant sea monster. Let me just remind you that
Yeah,
this
the
is the
stakes.
setting. It's scary, it's horror, there's bad things happening. Ooh, okay? Back in the town. Oh.
You can't change the mood like that. Just...
I'm trying, okay?
Okay. Focus. I'm ready. Serious.
Serious mode, yes. Okay. So you all head down the docks to find Adrian. She's currently having a conversation with Horos at the flag graveyard.
Before we approach, are people aware of us currently as we're approaching this establishment? And are they spreading
generally
themselves away?
generally people have seen you pass by. It's not exactly a secret that you're around.
Right.
There's not a ton of people here, so if there is someone running around, people notice.
Okay. Are they trying to distance themselves from us as we're approaching?
Yeah,
Okay.
they are. People are stepping into their little shacks and then out as you pass by. They are keeping their distance. There seems
Okay.
to be an awareness of something's not going to go well, and they don't want to be a part of it.
Okay. I'm leading the charge, so Adrian, we have something we want to talk to you about.
You and everyone else in Gut Wrench. What can I help you with?
Could we go somewhere more private for this conversation?
She kind of glances around and sees that while everyone is keeping their distance, you can tell that people are trying to listen in, get in on the. Sure. Let's go to my office.
Wait. Okay, I have another thing that just popped in my head. So I follow Adrian to her office and Can I grab Horos to bring with us? Because I think I trust him enough that he can listen.
Yeah, sure. I don't see why you couldn't do that. He's just kind of sitting there, and you just grab him by the scruff of his shirt, and
Yeah, you're coming with us, and I pull him with.
oh, okay. So that's what you want. I will do the same. I'll do this thing for you. And you, sir, leave the flags alone. I know what you want. I know you like to use them for napkins. It's not for they're not napkins. These are grave markers. Do not nobody let anyone let him touch it.
That's kind of rude.
This guy's using the flags as napkins? Like, I'm like, interject, like, point to the person.
Everyone's attention just kind of turns at this one guy.
That's rude, bro.
That's really disrespectful.
Look, there's not like paper napkins down there, and everything.
That doesn't mean you can use a grave.
Well,
do you know how many memories are in those flags? You can't just go around and using them to wipe your hands.
Come on, man. Just have some decency.
Okay, I'll just.
There's water,
go get
bro.
some. Yeah.
Is their
water.
face got a whole bunch of schmutz on it or something?
They have really messy ears.
This guy is kind of just like constantly dripping with grease. Yeah.
I will.
There's water.
I'll snap my fingers and cast prestidigitation on their face.
I didn't know you had that spell.
I do now.
It's a good
sorcerer.
spell. Yeah, that's right. You took a level in sorcerer. Good choice. Excellent choice of a spell. Cool. Yeah, you snap your fingers, and it's like the grease just like magically pulls, like strips off of his face into just this ball, and then shrinks and just vanishes.
I look at my hands. How the hell? I've never done that before.
What did you do to him?
I'm clean.
I cleaned them.
I see that.
I wanted them cleaned, and then they're clean now. I don't really know.
This is going to do wonders for my acne problem. Thank you, sir.
Hey, don't use the flags as napkins anymore. That's rude, bro.
Yes, sir, of course. I understand. I will find more appropriate materials. So sorry for interrupting your serious moment. I was just a background character.
Yeah, well, you kind of ruined all the seriousness.
Captain, turn around. We're leaving now. We're leaving. Let's go.
So, you walk through Gut-Wrench following behind Adrian. The very serious mood reestablishing itself, hopefully, as you walk into her something resembling an office. You can see that her great sword is leaned up against the wall over there. There's even a makeshift desk that she has some papers spread across.
Before I go in, can I do a perception check and just like check my surroundings and like see what everyone is doing, but right before I go in?
Certainly.
Okay.
Like what exactly are you looking for here?
I want to see what other people are planning on, like trying to predict what other people are gonna do. Or like, are people gonna like try to walk towards the office and like try to listen into our conversation, or like I'm trying to see if anyone.
I won't require a perception check for that. Like, you can see that obviously people are interested in listening in, but even as they do, you see Grimsley and Pudge like step up and kind of like form a wall in the walkway.
Okay. Got it. Okay, sweet. That's all I need to know.
So she has her like heavies with her.
She has them outside of her
Okay.
her office area to basically like keep people away so they're not listening in, so this can be private.
Okay.
I'll try to make eye contact with Grimsley. good?
She
Or
kind of like gestures with her head, like, go on.
as long as we're cool, we're good, right? All right. I'll head on in.
Listen, Adrian. I think I'm just gonna give it to you straight. When we were in the bone marrow, we saw Artax, and yeah, and he almost killed Vincent. I saw it with my own 2 eyes, and so did Intern. He stabbed him straight through the back, and almost left him for dead. And if me and Intern weren't there, he would probably be dead right now. Why did you lie to us?
Trevor, it looked like you had something to say.
No, I'm withholding it.
In truth, I wanted to spare you the pain. I didn't want you to see what your captain had become.
Yeah, I can see why you would say so. That is either not Astrum Artax, or it's a shell of the captain that I once looked up to. Either way, he has our sail, and he left with it. So I'm gonna need a map. So I'm gonna track him. We're gonna find him.
You're looking for a map of the Leviathan.
Yeah.
She reaches into her desk and pulls out a scroll, which she lays across the top. This is the best that we have based on the information that our scouts have most recently reported. There are obviously some blank spots, places that I don't want my scouts getting into. Too dangerous.
Right. Well, here, let me take that for a second. I'm gonna pull out my navigator's tools, and I'm gonna make a copy of this map onto a parchment I have.
Yeah, it's totally cool. You have a copy of the map of the Leviathan.
Thank you.
You had said that, or I guess we're in agreement that we all want to get out of here, right? And we're kind of doing the heavy lifting. Obviously, you had advised that most had tried in the past, and we're almost foolish enough to try again now. But by that extension, you're willing to offer us what you can to help, right?
As best I can. I do have an entire town to manage.
Sure.
Not
Would
very
you
free to let people go out and about.
would you be so kind as to point out on the map so we can pinpoint it on our map where that secret room with all the treasure and good stuff you've been hiding is?
Oh.
Cookie!
Oh.
Make me a persuasion check.
This is so bad.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see.
Persuasion, you said? 19.
Oh!
There's just no way.
Ow!
She looks like you confused. Why are you asking? I took you there last night.
Just so you can put it down on the map where everyone else can see it. I'm not too good with specifics in the area.
I mean, okay. I would prefer you not go stealing from me. There are consequences for that.
Well, if you
Even I can
allow
only
it,
turn a
you
blind
know,
eye to so much.
I'll
My
make
crew
an
needs.
agreement.
Once
with
we
you.
get out of here, my crew needs to fund a new ship.
Oh,
We're gonna need some of that.
Of course. And I'm working on something very lucrative as well. If I can figure out the logistics of it, it would be something that we can all benefit from. Have you ever heard of soap by chance? Artisanal soaps?
Azure's going insane. More so than he already is.
KO is like there. Shut up, please, shut up, please, shut up, please, shut up, please, shut up, please.
She does mark down the place, and in bright red ink that you're not sure where she produces it from, she writes, "Do not enter."
Sick.
Copy that.
Cookie, whatever you're thinking, please don't steal.
I'm not
anything.
thinking anything. I just wanted to make sure we all knew where it was so we know where not to go by accident.
Yeah, sure.
Adrian, while we're at it, divulging secrets and whatnot, I know you kept the existence of Astrum Artax a secret for a reason. Now is the time to tell us anything else you have been withholding. Because if it turns out that there's something else out there that we should know about that you're not telling us about, and we find out, like, and we're the best chance we have to get out of here and something happens to us, like I almost died yesterday.
No, that was
Now is the
genuinely it. I just didn't want you to know about him. Otherwise, I've been completely forthright and honest with you.
Was
Do an
he?
insight check.
Do an insight check. Feel free.
I will pat your shoulder. You already
Yeah.
called the insight check. Yeah, no worries.
Oh, you gave me help?
No, I was gonna offer you guidance, but you already called the check, so I think it's too late. Yeah.
I'll allow an addition of the guidance spell.
Is guidance advantage?
It is a 1d4.
Plus
Yeah,
1d4.
It's also a cantrip. It's pretty busted.
It is great.
It is crazy, crazy.
I didn't know you
insane.
could get that as a sorcerer. Is that like
Sick. A 13.
It's part of my pact boon.
Oh,
So 13.
13. Fantastic.
I have really bad luck. I really don't know why. Why do I play this?
Yeah,
That's how I roll.
she's being completely honest with you.
Oh, that's fun though. It's more fun that way.
Let's
Let your dice tell your story. You know.
see.
Adrian, when you last saw him, was he missing an arm by chance?
Yeah, he had some sort of strange, tentacly, flesh-like abomination hanging out where it used to be.
And was this before or after the rest of his crew had been either murdered, sacrificed, or otherwise kaput?
Deceased.
That's a good word for it. Thanks,
His
Captain.
crew was dead when we came across him.
Okay.
It was just him left. We didn't know how many were killed on the impact or just...
And to be clear, did you exile him, or did he do so himself?
No, I exiled him. Let's make that very clear. He killed 10 of my best warriors in tricking them to try and escape from the Leviathan.
Yeah, okay.
Seems to have a
That's about
knack
in
for
line with what I was
deception.
thinking.
So
It's interesting that the bravest man that I once knew turned into someone that would rather send and trick people to go in his stead to try to find a way out of here. God, what happened to him?
He was my greatest ally. I'm as surprised as you are.
Maybe it's whatever's attached to his arm.
I got a question. So, okay, this is D like role playing stuff. So, Adrian, I got a question. So, when you found him, did you didn't found him with your nets or anything like that? He just showed up one day by himself.
we hadn't completely finished our scouting plans. We were mostly focused on getting Gut Wrench, properly built up. By the time we had found him, based on his timeline, he'd been there for at least a month on his own, probably longer.
Wow. Okay. So, we have 2 pieces that we know of. Still. He does not know where the pieces are, though. We didn't tell him, I believe. So, he does have the sail. So, Vincent,
He has the sail.
Yes, he does have the sail.
Yes, I mentioned that earlier.
You're okay.
He stabbed me in the back to get it, to be clear. It wasn't that we gave it to him willingly.
He did take the sail.
Yeah, I didn't expect you would just hand over our only chance of escape.
Clarifying again, I did not hand it. We did not hand it over. He took it by force, and it was just me and him.
Yeah, you mentioned it, and I saw the fact that you're not wearing your jacket anymore. I assume it was shredded.
Yeah, it was. Also, I'm not feeling entirely Astrum proud at the moment, like I was before. So maybe I can reinvent that emblem in the future, but for now, I think I'm going to distance myself. Besides, I have my current crew who are not stabbing me in the back.
Nope.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think of it.
Well, that's good and all, but we still need a solution.
Here, let me do a little postulating here, and I'm going to roll up in my copy of the map, and I'm going to look at it. And because we're in D&D and I can't see what this map looks like in front of me, I'm going to just look at what chambers are connected to where, so like where he could have gone. So like we have options as to like where he could have gone, so we know where he may be or be headed. If you want, I can do some kind of check to see how well I do this.
No, I'm not going to have you make it. I'm not going to have you make a check, just because you know that he was in the bone marrow. He had access to like capillaries and stuff. Like basically, he could tap into the bloodstream of the creature. And if he's willing to make the swim, and you know that he has basically the Mariner fighting style, he could theoretically be anywhere by now.
Well, this makes things difficult. I think what we might have to have happen is some sort of party, go out and about and look for signs of him, clues, be it. While we're looking, maybe while on our way to the heart, we can see if we see any evidence of his presence there.
Yeah. I pat Vince's shoulder. You can do this. We're all behind you.
Thanks.
We'll help you. You're not alone in this fight. Not anymore.
Real quick, before he was exiled, was he like mentioning out loud if he had any plans?
Yes, he definitely monologued about his big dark evil plans out loud where everyone could hear him.
Oh, not like evil plans, but like plans to escape, perhaps, or
that was
something
sarcasm,
to survive.
Yeah, that was sarcasm.
A sentence
really...
distinctly flavored with sarcasm, expertly done.
It's like dripping like honey, or.
But like honestly though, he didn't mention like any sort of plans to get out and live or survive here. He didn't mention nothing.
No, definitely set up a whole bunch of different contrived plans just to see what the options were in terms of getting out. It's also how we ended up narrowing down a lot of the reasons why it isn't so easy to just escape from the Leviathan.
Got it. Okay. And I look at the map, Adrian's map. The heart is where our rudder is. The brain is where the flag is. But I have a pretty good feeling that eventually, either at the heart or at the flag, we're going to see him again. Maybe at both of them. But I think we're going to see him again. Maybe by accident, maybe on purpose.
Or if we're unlucky, he'd fall into some sort of acid vat somewhere and dissolve along with our sails.
Let's just speak that into existence, why don't we?
Yeah,
You know,
Just
the
take
way
that
he
would
was,
happen to him.
the way he was like moving, it didn't seem like he could just magically fall into an acid vat.
No, not by magic, by some sort of twist of fate. Maybe karma coming back to get him.
Could
But I
he
don't think
leave
that's
the
gonna
sail out of it though?
Yeah, sorry. He trips and falls into the acid vat from karma, and then the sail lands somewhere else.
You can't believe in that mumbo jumbo karma. That can't be real.
Oh, it's real.
I
It
Very
feels
real.
real sometimes.
mean, I don't.
Who's Karma?
I don't know.
Karma's Never mind. I was gonna swear. I forgot.
Good
Trust me,
catch.
I've seen
Yeah.
many a men fall to karma.
Yeah.
Is she cool? Like, is she?
You don't
Karma's
want to
a
be on the
biatch,
bad
dude.
side.
Yeah.
If I may say something that might be of assistance.
Oh, Horace is here. I forgot.
Yeah, I'm still. Yeah, I'm still.
Yeah, our captain
I
took him
tr- I
along for
trust
some
Horace.
reason.
You scared me.
I had some thoughts that there might be something I can do about this sail problem. I mean, definitely, let's just send out the scouts. Like, if we can find the sail, that's perfect. But I'll see if I can figure out. I have an idea that might work. But in the meantime, you have some ideas? You have the place you need to go?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that we do.
Ooh, I know what Horace is gonna do. I'm pretty sure, but
Maybe.
I
Keep it a surprise if you do.
well, if we find the sail, great. If we don't, we'll figure out another way. But for now, Vincent, how are you feeling?
I'm fine. I am a little disappointed that I can't track this man better. But if we have some scouts go out, and if we have any sightings of him, it'll make it infinitesimally easier, considering the
We'll
size
do
of
our
this
best. We'll be keeping extra guards around the ship.
Do not engage him if he's seen any hide or hair of him, because I'm pretty sure he could take all of us out if he wanted to.
I'd probably
Well,
give him a
except for
run
you.
for his money.
That's true. And altogether, I think we're more than a match for him at this point, too.
Adrian, how big have you guys scouted the Leviathan so far? How big is it?
You have the map in front of you, which covers most of what is accessible to them. You can see a whole bunch of different organs, some of which they don't necessarily know. Like, there are like question marks in places like, is this a liver? Is this a gallbladder? I think this might be some sort of pancreas. Like, what are these places?
Gotcha. Okay.
But they don't
Well-
know how long it is, or a guesstimation of how long it is.
You mean how long the entire Leviathan is?
Yeah.
They can only guess, unfortunately. They know that there are some pretty expansive places in here, like even within just the bone marrow itself, within one of its larger bones. there was an entire field of blood flowers. Massive field.
Yeah.
So this thing is potentially large enough to swallow an entire country.
So we're talking like miles big.
We're talking miles. This is bigger than any whale you've ever seen or even imagined.
Sick.
So, just out of curiosity, have you not tried just stabbing the heart?
And it dies and we sink with it?
I'm just shooting ideas here. I'm probably stupid, which, granted, I'm not very smart, but I'm just shooting ideas here.
I'm pretty sure you don't need to be book smart in order to understand that stabbing the heart will kill us all, and is also basically impossible from what we understand.
Yeah, I imagine the flesh would probably heal faster than we could stab, or deeper than we could stab.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't exactly be stabbing flesh now, would you?
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Well, this is what I mean. She points down to the heart, and you see the notes the scouts have included. There are notes saying that the heart is heavily guarded by some sort of mechanical soldiers.
Ah!
And you see that the heart seems to be coated in metal. There are all kinds of pipes and tubes running through it.
Oh.
Captain, don't say anything.
That's nothing at all. That's cool.
Why is it coated in metal?
That's a good question, honestly. We don't even know what all those pipes are for. Presumably blood. I mean, it's a lot of blood, but I mean, it's not like our scouts got too close. Once they saw the soldiers, heavily guarded, they backed off.
I got a weird question for you.
Yes.
Are there any places? I'll check the map at the same time. Are there any places that like any of your crew have reported like their hair standing on end out of nowhere?
What, you mean like static electricity or something?
Precisely that, yeah.
Something similar like that up in the brain.
Okay. And they made it back okay after visiting that location?
Most of them.
Oh, what if you don't mind, what happened to the ones that didn't make it?
They stepped into the room and there was a flash of light and they were gone.
I see. Sometimes happens in my, I think it's like a brain fart or something maybe the Leviathan is having. Sometimes I have an idea crisp right up here and I'm about to put pen to paper, pen to parchment, but Lord above, you not find the ability to connect the words from my brain to my mouth to my hand, so I just forget. So maybe that's what it is.
I have so many questions.
There is some sort of structure in the brain from what we've seen. It's hard to tell. The entire area seems to be magically pitch black, aside from brief flashes of lightning illuminating the area.
Interesting.
Did any of your crew members have dark vision where they could see in the darkness?
Yeah, we do have some among our crew. You've met the quartermaster. He's a dwarf. Obviously, he could see through. That's how we know about the structure. It was hard to get any details because every time the lightning flashed and he had his dark vision active, he had to cover his eyes.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
I guess we just make our way to the heart, right?
One thing at a time. We ain't gonna make any progress by not doing anything.
Yeah.
We can postulate all we want, but probably use our
I
time
gotta-
wisely.
Yeah. Horos. And I grab his shirt again and I pull him out of the room.
I am feeling that this is becoming a pattern.
You could just let him walk. You could let him walk.
No. And I leave the room.
See, karma, one day. He's going to get dragged around by his own shirt. It'll happen one day.
When we get out of here, you about just picking him up and start dragging him around by his shirt?
I mean, he seems to be otherwise occupied, but if that's something that you need, I suppose I could manhandle your captain.
Thanks.
All right,
It's not cool.
let's go prep for the heart.
As we leave the room, I would like to turn into my shoulder, and I would like to cast a, where are you at? Message to Vincent. And I'll whisper, okay, hey, this is Cookie. I need you to do me a favor. Please guide us using your map to the secret treasure room. I'm not going to steal anything. You got to trust me. Thanks. This is Cookie, by the way. Bye.
Message received. Nobody's home.
All right.
Right at
now,
8:06 p.m.
Vincent, you have the map. You know the navigation. It's up to you. Are you dragging Horos with you, Captain?
No, I just wanted to talk to him real quick before we go after the heart.
Sure.
So, why didn't you tell me Artax was alive?
It never came up.
I'm pretty sure we asked about it one time.
Well, you technically asked if there were any members of the pirates that were left alive, and there's nothing alive about that man.
What, you think he's, like, dead? Or what?
Honestly, I think that's entirely possible. I think there's more to that arms than just pulsating flesh, you know?
Interesting. His arm looks so unnatural.
Yeah, it's like he just grafted this thing on there without thinking of any concern to his health. But I understand the man is a survivalist, but
Yeah. Horos, it's kind of a question I think maybe you can only answer. What is the next step from me?
that would be wherever you take it. The thing about being a pirate is that we don't have the rules, we don't have the structure. You have to be building your own ways. That is what it means to be free. I mean, that is why I became a pirate. The monastery, it was just far too restrictive. I understand what they were trying to do, and I understand that is perfect way for them to live their lives, but just was not for me.
Am I restricting myself?
I think that you might be. There's a single-minded determination in you, and that can be a good thing if directed in the right way. But I fear that you may have been a little too focused.
Well, I gotta go get my rudder. So, thanks, Horos. And I punch him in the face and run away.
Oh, you, that I will get you back for that later. I have a job to do.
And I catch up to my crew. All right, crew. Are we all ready?
I think so.
Yep. Time to go.
Yes, sir.
You still got your bloody mop, right?
Haven't put it down, sir.
Great. Let's bring
Just
it.
walking around with it.
Walking around.
It's the sign. It's the symbol of my job. Like that. That's like separating Cookie from his cooking knife, or
You
the
don't wanna do
captain from
that.
his hat,
You don't
or
wanna do that.
or Azure from that book he loved so much, or Vince from his
Good berries.
Spear.
good berries. Yeah. Well, I
Okay.
mean the spear is there too,
Spear's
but I think the
there.
good berries are more of a Vince thing, right? This is more important to who Vince is. I mean, I guess he's a navigator, so the navigation tools are probably what I should be focused. Anyway, I'm distracting.
No need to stress.
Come on,
It'll be
intern,
fun.
and I'm gonna grab him by like his orange collar, and I'm just gonna drag him.
Oh, I guess we're doing this now. Bye.
Captain,
go.
please.
So now that we are,
I
as soon
don't
as
know.
we
I
are
like this
out of-
dragging thing. It's kind of fun.
As soon
But
as
I'm
we are out
only
of
gonna
like
do it to
earshot
intern
of
and
the city.
Horos.
Sorry, what was
Vince.
that?
Once we're out of
Vince?
earshot.
I was gonna say once we're out of earshot of the city, I am going to open up the map. I guess line of sight and vision, and I'm going to look at the map and observe it, and hopefully this room that is written as "to not enter" on the map is on the way to the heart. If not, it's hopefully a short detour. If it's in the opposite direction, then I'm gonna have to bring it up with the group.
I'm gonna say make me either a navigator's tools proficiency or a survival check.
Okay.
Oh boy. Big roll. Big roll.
Got 26 survival. I have good.
Oh,
I have expertise with that.
Wow.
Sheesh, capiche.
Wowie.
Yeah. You're pretty sure that you'd be able to navigate the group accidentally over to Adrian's secret stash for her crew if you wanted to do so.
Yep, just like I did with the Leviathan, accidentally navigating us closer. That's the intent. So let's go to the stash. I'm not going to tell the group, but that's what I'm going to do, and we're going to kind of surreptitiously end up there.
Cool.
I'm gonna look around. Look around. This doesn't look like the heart. There's no
All
pipes.
Guys, please don't touch anything. I promised Adrian we wouldn't steal, so whatever that means right now, I might as well abide by it.
We're not
but-
stealing from Adrian.
No.
No,
What are you
of
doing?
course not. Azure, I need your assistance with something.
Oh, really now?
Yes.
With what?
Unbeknownst to everyone, I've been slowly losing memories of events that keep happening, and evidently, someone who either looks like me or I'm forgetting things is happening. And you're like good with remembering stuff, so I figured if I've been here and I'm here now, and you're good at the memory thing, can you like do your thing with the memory thing?
I can try, but I might not pull what you want.
Oh, that's fine.
All right, give me your hands. And I'll try to pull yesterday's memory from Cookie.
Cool.
But
I'm gonna have you roll me. I'm gonna go with either religion or arcana.
okay. I don't like this music. Did you guys know I don't have proficiency in either of these?
Nice. Let's go.
Go.
It doesn't
I
matter.
can give a help action.
Nat
Doesn't matter.
20!
Doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter.
Double nat
Two
20!
nat 20s, there's no
Yeah,
way.
that's nuts.
Oh my
400
god!
chance!
That's nuts.
What are the odds?
Hey, yo,
What in the
double
heck?
nat 20.
What in
That
the
is
heck?
crazy.
Can I also figure out how
Just
to
don't
act
even
cookie
need
losing
advantage.
memories?
I'll tell you what. I will give you a decision that you can make here, Azure. I will let you either see what he asked you to see from yesterday. I will let you see if you can track down what's causing this memory loss. Or I will let you see if you can go back even further to a memory that not even Cookie remembers.
I don't remember things.
Let's go even further.
Further
Even
beyond.
further beyond.
Even further.
Okay, cool. This completely destroyed the setup of my lore, but I'm okay with that.
Sorry.
It is a 1 in
right.
400 chance.
It is a 1 in 4, and I'm gonna reward this. This is fantastic.
Those
Oh
are some
boy.
crazy choices, by the way. Those are some crazy choices.
Cookie doesn't need to know.
Couldn't find
Okay.
anything.
So before we continue on with this memory, I would like to let all of the folk at home have a warning that the scene that we are about to go into depicts an execution by hanging.
Oh.
So this is your last warning here to just have a chance. Step away from the stream for a little bit. I'll try to get through this as quickly as we can, but this could be potentially upsetting for members of the audience. So this is your warning. Okay, ready?
Yep.
We're going to
I don't know.
go
Am I ready?
back. Your mind wanders back further through Cookie's memories. It's as if clouds are surrounding you in a tunnel as you go further and further back. It feels so empty in here. Normally you see sort of like the energy of memories of pieces of who this person is floating around in the area, and instead there's just blankness. There's nothing out here. But you feel that there is something almost not there, but just barely intact. And you put your metaphorical hand up against it and delve into the memory. You're seeing yourself through Cookie's eyes, standing before a crowd that's gathered around what looks to be some gallows. You've been here once or twice with your own crew. You recognize this place as Hangman's Cove, the home of the Pirate Queen. Standing up on the platform, the Pirate Queen, Delia Thorne herself, stands before the audience. There is a man with his neck wrapped in a noose, standing up on the balcony. You see him in tears. The accused stands here today, guilty of robbing my personal vault and stealing one of my treasures. How do you plead? I didn't do it. She didn't do it either. And how can you prove this to us? Where did it go? This is your last chance. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it. There was a guard duty, right? Someone should have seen. We were just in the kitchens. I don't know. Since you have seen fit to conceal the evidence, I see no reason why we should continue this. For the crime of theft from the Pirate Queen's herself, I hereby sentence you to death. By the side, a man wearing a black mask reaches over and pulls a lever, and the memory ends. And you're brought back into the modern day. Cookie, you feel yourself crying, and you have no idea why.
And the tears are like extremely hot to the face as well.
Cookie, you okay, man?
Oh, what did you see?
I'm just gonna like reach up or down. I don't know how tall like Azure is in comparison to Cookie, but like cup his face and be like, I'm so sorry.
What did you see?
The Pirate Queen. She hung a man pleading for his life. He was charged with stealing from her.
Cookie rocked with emotion, but a perplexing visage on their face. Absolute bewilderment and almost near confusion. I can't recall, but I can't stop crying.
Did the man look like Cookie in any way?
You were seeing through Cookie's eyes, which means he was present in that moment.
Yeah.
But in that memory, you can tell that Cookie knew the man very well.
What did they look like?
I don't guess I was too far to really see any real details. He said he was a cook, though. He was in the kitchens.
Was he short?
Was he short?
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I did not have my notes prepared for this, so I did not have a lot of details about
No,
the
you're
character
good.
on hand.
Okay.
I believe he was a dwarf.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
Dwarf?
alluding to.
Yes.
Yeah, he was probably about a dwarf size.
Am I able to recall any of this individual either at this point? This is above table, sorry.
You do. You know he was important, but you don't remember his name, and you don't remember why he was important.
I simply cannot remember for the life of me who this one individual was.
I'm sorry. I know it's not what you asked for, but
You said,
What was that?
did you say
Captain?
he stole something? Did you say he stole something from the Pirate Queen?
well, he was on trial for it,
Supposedly?
but he said he didn't do it. We only know of one thing
And
that's been
Kale
stolen
looks down at
recently.
it. Yeah, and I looked down at the sword. Was it this? Or
Is he coming in choppy for anyone else?
could it have
Yeah.
been something
Yeah.
else?
I do believe Captain is asking
I'm
if
choppy?
Yeah.
if the the item in question is the sword. I don't know.
She didn't say what was stolen, just a personal item of hers. A treasure.
Mm.
It could have been anything, but
Mm.
that's our best bet at this moment.
Well, it's a clear testament that taking anything from this individual is obviously punishable by death. But I felt like everybody knew that. Who would be dumb enough to steal from her?
How would they even get to her personal vaults? I mean, she's the pirate queen, right? Doesn't she have like an entire crew dedicated to protecting her treasures or something?
He said there should have been guards, but I don't know. It seems like it wasn't enough evidence to prove him innocent, so they killed him.
Can I do a history check on Greenbeard?
I did not hear that.
A history check.
You want a history check on Greenbeard? Got a bit of an unstable internet connection with you, unfortunately.
My bad.
No, all good.
It's not getting better either.
No, it's stabilized a little bit.
It went down for now. So my question is did I know of Greenbeard serving the Pirate Queen?
You know that Greenbeard
has-
did not serve the Pirate Queen. When Uthfon got the sword, you had just raided a random pirate vessel, seemingly. A rival pirate who had wandered into Greenbeard's territory, and you took him out. And claimed all of his treasure as your own, so...
Can I do like a history check on that crew?
Sure, I'll allow you to
Or
make a history
two?
check.
Okay. Can I have Youthfon help me with this? 'Cause he would be there at the time.
This is a good... Do I let, on one hand...
I guess he is a ghost.
He is a ghost, but this is specifically knowledge-based, so you know what? I will let him have a help action on this. I am going to be a nice dungeon master for this.
It's like having ancestral guardians
Yes.
without having
Thanks.
them, you know?
Nice dungeon master. Yeah.
The nicest.
Okay.
The bestest.
Big rolls, no whammies.
Oh, I got 17. It's my internet. I don't know what's going on with my internet.
Oh, it's a
pretty
little
rough.
choppy there, yeah. But in regards to the crew that you took down, you're pretty sure they were called something like the Serpent's Fang Pirates or something like that. Actually, no, hold on.
Sounds
That's not correct. The Serpent's Fang is the name of the ship that belonged to Adrian. Shoot. I didn't have my lore written down in front of me today. Can you tell? I had things planned for this episode and forgot to pull up my notes. Thank you, Clayton. I appreciate it. Gosh, I know I have my notes up somewhere. I'm just gonna say, suffice to know that you know who they are. I'm just gonna say you know who they are, so you can rule out the fact that they weren't like, this wasn't the Astrum Pirates, this wasn't Adrian and her crew on the Serpent's Fang. It certainly wasn't your crew, because your crew hadn't been put together yet. And Greenbeard was not the one who stole the sword from the Pirate Queen.
We'll have to do some digging to figure out.
I agree. I apologize for you having to experience this. I would hope that garner who or what was here last night who looked like me, but apparently there is more to me than I can remember at this point in time.
We can try
Okay.
more later.
Are you okay, Cookie? Was it a mistake bringing you here? That's what you
I
asked.
don't know. I mean, I don't think you guys have seen me cry before, to be completely honest. So that's a new vulnerability that now we can share together. But beyond that, I don't regret it.
Oh, it's okay, sir. I cry all the time. Here, would you like to use my mop?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind. Take a very particular, like, red-soaked bit and just dab my face. Is it sticky to the touch?
No, actually, it still feels like a perfectly clean mop. It just soaks up your tears.
Just
And
stained a little bit.
They keep coming down again, streaking red hot, almost to the point of burning my face. And at that same time, my knife you guys see me cook with, I'm instinctively holding on to it, and it starts, oh, jeez! And I rip it off my jacket and throw it to the floor. God, what
Are you okay?
the heck? I don't know what just happened. My knife just decided to get real hot. Did you? Be careful. Don't touch that thing, real. Be careful.
Is that a 1,000-degree red hot knife?
It doesn't look to be. It just looks like a
Okay.
regular old knife.
It's
Pick
just
it
a
up
little
all,
more.
pick it all daintily up. Huh. Put it back in its little scabbard. I don't know what's going on with me.
We'll take some time, Cookie. We'll figure it out. Maybe tomorrow we can figure out where your memories are gone.
And Cookie will. Yeah, you're right. Still dabbing his face with the mop too. Achoo! Sneezes.
Bless
and
you.
you see all of his tattoos brighten up for a moment. What is going on? I think I might be coming down with something.
Can I do a medical check on Cookie?
Yeah, go ahead and make a medicine check.
19.
19. So from what you can tell, Cookie is not like physically ill,
Mhm.
but you do know that sometimes those who break a pact, a magical pact, can have negative effects happen to them.
Cookie, do you... I know we've talked about you not having many memories, but do you have any magical pacts?
What would that be?
Like a devotion to a god or an entity in some way, or a promise you've had to keep, or...
Internally, Cookie is considering which is the ultimate betrayal. Telling the crew the truth about things and not denying the existence of such, or keeping things secret. What's a higher priority? I'm gonna roll.
Well,
I'm gonna
first,
flip a coin.
I'm gonna say, like, first of all, your crew is hella suspicious right now because Azure just went into reminded there was almost nothing there. They had to like scrape from the bottom of the barrel to find what they could.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, you entered into a pact with the devil.
Right.
That is a very difficult. There could be some very dire consequences.
Nope. I mean, ever since we've been down here and since I ate that bread, things have been kind of weird for me. But other than that, all I got is my cooking skills and my knife work. Picks up the knife and handles it like very confidently, flourishing it, twisting it between the fingers, throws it up, catches it.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Okay. I trust you, so we'll do some more digging later and see if we can track down the root cause of the symptoms.
Yeah. Or not, whatever. I mean, we gotta get out of here first, of course.
Well, I think there's no difference in today, tomorrow, or next week. So.
All right. I'll make sure to schedule it with your secretary.
don't have one of those.
Oh, I thought intern was fielding appointments for you. My apologies. That's why I've been waiting so long.
Nope. Open door. Come in whenever.
All right. Later today, maybe, if we live through whatever we're going to.
How about next long rest?
All
For
right.
that one.
Deal.
Cool.
Cookie will
Oh,
All
good.
right,
You
for
remember
everyone
how
brush
that
down
works.
myself
here.
off.
You get one per long rest. No
One for long
freebies.
rest.
No freebies.
Well, if we're done here, I think we should not wander or remain.
Yeah, I've just been wandering outside this
Secret
door.
vault that
Yeah.
no one should take anything from because we don't want to ruin our trust we have, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm the furthest from the vault door, so see you.
All right. Onward to the heart this way. And I'm
Oh.
just going to start walking off in the direction of the heart.
I see a finger up from Chris.
It's frozen. I don't know if he was just wagging it or...
He was doing the Sonic
Oh.
thing from Sonic 3.
Mm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, sure. You can do perception as you walk. What are you trying to perceive?
Typing at 3 frames a second.
You're looking for Artax. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and just make me perception check since you are actively looking.
Yo!
21.
Nice.
21.
21.
21.
So the group walks along through the various holes and pathways through the Leviathan's body, down twists and turns, following along Vincent's map. You do have to make a few adjustments and make a few quick corrections on the map. The scouts aren't flawless, but you do end up finding yourselves near an open chamber. You look out into the chamber, and the entire time, you just hear the constant thudding of dun 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 dun, dun 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 dun, dun 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 dun, dun 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 dun. You look out in there. It almost looks like some sort of mechanical contraption pounding up and down, dun 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 dun, dun 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 dun, as the heartbeat of this giant creature fills the room. All around the area, you can see mechanical soldiers walking around, standing at the ready. Some of them stand at attention. All of them appear to be holding strange, long, thin, cylindrical, stick-like objects. But either way, they seem to be keeping an eye out. You can see that there appear to be just piles of scrap everywhere around the area and pools of liquid that bubble and boil from the heat.
Whoa.
This place feels incredibly warm. And strangely enough, you also see a pile of what looks like seaweed and just refuse piled off to the side. Perhaps stuff that got tangled up in the heart itself when it got pumped over.
I can't believe it. There's so many automatons here. That's what they have to be,
Automa-whats?
right?
I mean, I would have to venture a guess, but my question is, what the heck are they doing in here?
Maybe they came in the same way we did.
Why are they standing at guard, though? They look like they're here to defend something, right?
They have to be protecting the Leviathan. It has to be.
Azure, in your many years of medicine, you ever hear a heartbeat like this one?
I don't know. Let's see if I have. Can I do like a history check? My guess is no. Yes, no.
Can any of us
no,
see
you don't see Artax anywhere.
Can we see the rudder?
You're not looking for the rudder. You're looking for specifically screws that help hold the rudder in. The wooden piece itself can be replaced, but the screws holding it in are much harder to replace. What you do see actually is what looks like a diving helmet in the pile of refuse and seaweed. Yeah, like
Guys,
an
there's a-
old-fashioned diving helmet.
Guys, there's an old-fashioned diving helmet in the pile of refuge and seaweed there. What does that mean? I can't get the scantest idea.
Oh no, I think we have to look for it. We might have to look for our things with the diving helmet. I don't know.
That's an interesting idea.
How far are we from the soldiers, and have they recognized our presence?
No, you saw the area from quite a ways away. They're not standing like right up next to the doors, so you're able to kind of like get up fairly close and poke your head out. They're mostly centered around what looks like the heart itself.
I don't think we'll want to interact with those.
We should probably try to avoid grabbing aggression from them if we can.
Above table, what's your guide? Do you guys have dark vision? And if so, what's your range?
Do not. I'm
Okay.
human.
What is your range?
Wonderful question.
Well, I guess I should also ask Joan. Is this chamber larger than 120 feet wide?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, above the
60
table
feet?
for all
60
above the
okay.
table for all you guys, I took Pass Without Trace, so I can
nice.
cast that.
Nice.
I
we
definitely
need to
think
get
this is a
past these
sneak
guys.
mission.
Is there anything I can garner with my extra 60 feet of dark vision? Because I can see 120 feet.
The room is actually fairly well
It's probably
lit.
bright.
Oh, okay.
They look to be some sort of magical, perhaps, lights constructed up on the ceiling.
Okay.
They don't look like torches.
Mm-mm. It's not the same like white flame back in Gutrot.
Yeah, it's not like the flickering of a flame. It's just a solid, bright glow.
It's
Steady.
probably magic.
Interesting. What's our plan of action then?
I think we sneak in and try to find the bolts.
Wait, can't you find like things if you just think about them real hard, or no? Or am I forgetting something?
I can. Do you want me to do it?
Do you think it's the right call?
Sure. I'll cast Locate Object.
Cool. Locate object.
We're definitely probably within 1,000 feet.
And I
Okay,
assume that the object would be the screws on your ship.
Yep.
It's 1,000 feet.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Can't locate an object of any thickness of lead, even a thin sheet blocks. But only lead? It doesn't specify. It has to be lead to block
It has
it?
to be lead. Specifically lead.
Then you cast the locate object spell, and it is directing you straight towards the heart.
Ooh.
Wait.
I got bad news.
Oh, why does this spell have a DC?
Why does this spell have it? Does it
I
have
think
it?
that just I think Roll20 just put that in there
I think
automatically.
Roll20
Oh, that's
Yeah,
just
yeah, I don't
yours.
think
Okay,
that's-
never mind.
That's
Yeah.
my spell DC.
The DM doesn't roll
Okay.
against it. I think.
The object resists being found. I don't want to be found.
I don't want to be found.
I mean, if
I
it
don't
was a
want to be
magical
found.
object, it potentially could. I
Yeah.
suppose.
Maybe. If it had this specific, these are just they're screws. They're very big, very special screws, but they are screws.
Well,
What's
guys,
the bad news?
they think it's directly in the heart.
In
Somewhere.
the heart.
Oh,
Hmm.
in there. Oh,
So we need to
Yeah.
get past the soldiers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think I might have something for this. Let me see what I can do. And Vince cracks his knuckles, his old bones, a little bit. All right. And he snaps his fingers. All that for just snapping his fingers. And I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace on our group.
Nice.
Alright.
So there's
Pass
a
Without a
description
Trace.
there.
It's a
If you'd
good
like, I can read
spell.
it.
No, I understand. Basically, you're giving the whole party a +10 bonus to stealth checks, and they can't be
Correct.
tracked except by magical means.
And we leave no evidence of having been there.
When Vince describe how your Pass Without a Trace spell looks to the rest of the party. What did this appear like?
So from my being, you see a slight shimmering around my entire figure, which then emanates into my shadow, and my shadow enlarges to encompass the zone around our group. And then the area around us shimmers and becomes distorted.
What did he do? I can't really tell.
I just made it so we're harder to detect.
Oh.
It's a little magic I picked up. Chris, you good?
Huh.
No.
Well, I guess then we're gonna try and sneak in, or
I think that's our best approach, unless we want to just face these tin soldiers head on.
how many are there? Would you say?
Joan?
A lot.
Would you say there's like 10 of them or like 12 of them? How many soldiers would you say, Joan?
There are approximately 25 soldiers.
Who said that?
Where'd that
Did
come
that voice
from?
come from anywhere in particular?
Yes, you all turn your heads to the source of the voice, which appears to be the diving helmet.
What?
The diving
Hello?
helmet begins to rise from the refuse, revealing what looks like a barnacle-encrusted suit of some sort. There are 25.
Thank you.
Hello. Nice to meet your acquaintance. My name is Cookie. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to currently?
Pleasure to meet you. My designation is 043 and -7.
You have like a name that like is easier to say and remember at all?
I have heard some humans prefer to use terms like Ocean 7. I do not understand why.
Oh.
I suppose
to
we could
meet
call
you.
you Seven for short.
If that is what you prefer.
What are you exactly?
I am the 7th in a line of protection droids. My
Protection
role
for
is
who?
to maintain the other 7 droids.
I have a lot of questions. I don't know if it's the time to ask them though. Are you hostile towards us? You said your role is to protect the other droids and maintain them, right? But you're not like one of these other soldiers that are seemingly protecting this heart,
He
are
keeps
you?
looking out for me.
Unless you are hostile, those are not my orders. Unless you try to enter into my forest. Do not, I repeat, do not enter my forest.
What is your forest?
Just so we can stay away.
Yeah.
It is not here within the Leviathan. It is
Oh.
located approximately 10,000 leagues beneath the surface of the ocean.
Well, I promise we'll never go there. You have our word.
I will hold you to it.
Okay. Is there... Oh. Ha. Ooh. Where do you come from?
From my forest. Did you perhaps not understand me?
You wanna know what? That's on me. You're right.
Sorry, Seven. It's just a lot of information to take in. You said your solemn duty is to protect the other of your kind, and
Not to protect, more to maintain and repair. I am here to check on my brother, 034N-1.
Did they get consumed like us by the Leviathan?
Error. I do not understand the question.
Is your brother here with us?
Yes, that is correct.
Can you point to your brother for me?
It would be hard not to point to my brother, given our current location.
Ah.
I see what you're saying. So
Guys,
like
I
I'm
think-
gonna like stomp on the ground. This is your brother?
That is correct.
Okay. Wow. I like bite my knuckle and yell. Okay.
Do you
So you
maybe need any
maintain
assistance
this.
at all?
That was two questions at once.
Yeah, my apologies.
You first.
I was curious if you needed any help, perhaps, in maintenance and repair.
I do not currently need assistance. However, it seemed like you were in need of some yourselves.
Yes.
We're looking for some bolts to our ship. You might know the location of those. Also, how do we get out of here? You obviously got here somehow. How do we, fleshy organisms, leave your brother's interior? Because your brother consumed us as if an animal would to another.
I usually pass through the anterior exit.
Which is where? I pull up a map.
Yeah, he points to what looks almost like some sort of blowhole.
Okay, I'm gonna mark that on my map. Blowhole. Cool.
I would not, however, recommend it. The pressures would probably crush your fleshy human body.
Right.
Then how would a human transgress? Is that the
Most
word I'm
would not.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
But
Anyone else
we
have
are,
questions?
looking for some bolts and screws, and they seem to be in the heart of your brother. And we don't want to hurt him because that would be bad. How would you say we go about getting those back?
I know of the screws that you speak of. They are currently being used within the heart chamber itself. If you were to remove them, I would ask that you replace them with something else.
Can we get a list of requirements of things to replace with?
It must be able to fit into the same hole and maintain enough strength that it does not need to be replaced fairly quickly.
Okay.
How large of a hole are we talking? Like, what's the circumference or the diameter? Diameter would be more useful.
These are fairly large pieces of equipment, given the heavy rudder that they have to hold into place. I'm going to assume that you'd say what? Probably about the size of the palm of your hand would be the head of the screw.
Jeez.
fairly big. Has to be for a ship this big.
So, about the size of one of the arms of one of your soldier buddies over there.
I am not sure I like what you are implicating.
Oh,
But
sorry, it was a
correct.
hypothetical. Well, they're not. Your task is not to maintain these soldier units, right?
They are integral for maintaining the safety of 3043-N-1.
You can just call that the Leviathan.
Understood. I was not aware my brother had a name.
No, he does now.
I should throw him a congratulatory party.
You speak with him?
At times. He is a bit difficult to understand, even for me. And sometimes when I speak with him, all I hear is, and you hear him seemingly playing back a recording, and it just sounds like screaming.
Oh,
Jeez. Doesn't sound like he's having a good time.
I could not judge.
okay.
Guys, any ideas of what we can replace the bolts with?
No,
No,
Besides
not
the
really.
robot arms over there?
we're not doing robot arms.
Or legs?
That's like step one of getting killed.
What do the bolts do? Like, are they fastening something? What pressures are they under?
I'm going to catch up with Chris real quick because I've been missing some of his messages in keeping up with you all. He's been
Okay.
having a hard time communicating, so I'm just going to catch up. No, you can't call him Fred. The party is just calling him Seven. What can he tell you about the droids? He's already explained that they're basically security guards. They are here to protect the Leviathan. He is not interested in joining your crew, and I guess you could search their rummage if you want to. Make me an investigation check.
The stress music.
Everybody loves distress music.
16.
And that's going to be a 16. 16 is pretty good. Yes, there we go. Thank you, Clayton. Yeah, you jig through the pile. It seems to be mostly the kind of stuff that would like potentially get clogged up. You even find a couple of fish in there. You do find what look to be just sort of broken wooden parts, potentially from other ships, almost like driftwood that got sucked into the Leviathan somehow.
Ugh.
Now back to the rest of your questions. You could potentially use some of those. You might want to consider find a way to reshape them, but maybe.
This is such a specific piece we have to replace.
No, Cookie's knife is too small, Chris.
We're not putting
Also,
cookies in
we're not giving up my knife. I sincerely apologize. But that's a good
So-
idea, Captain. Keep thinking like that.
Seven, if we were to bring you a suitable replacement part, would you retrieve these bolts for us?
I would have a hard time retrieving them, as I am not able to enter the heart itself. That can only be done by the security droids.
Do they
Okay,
also
so we
have the
could-
credentials for repair, though, like you do?
They do when it is concerning the internals. There are guards posted even inside the heart.
I mean, that's a lot of guys. I don't think that might be too much for even us, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, they're also integral to keeping us from sinking.
Right. Yeah, we don't want to cause any damage to the heart, so it's not just a matter of like getting the bolts and jeopardizing the structure. I think it might be wise for us to find a suitable replacement somehow.
Mm-hmm. What was holding this particular joint together previous to you commandeering, by the way, a part of our ship?
I regret to inform you that that part is no longer a part of your ship as it is currently, nor was it when it was presumably found according to the security logs.
Can I see these security logs?
Yes. Do you have a plug-in to our mainframe?
No.
Frame?
What is a
Well,
mainframe?
yeah.
It
I
is
don't-
a
whatever it
collection
is.
of information that we are capable of sharing with each other by connecting.
Can you audibly go through the log for me?
Yes.
Most recent several entries. What?
Cool.
Is this going to be a pain in the ass? Sorry.
Oh, God.
I can't ask for a printout.
Yeah. So Ocean 7 starts going through the last 100 or so entries.
I'm looking for like if he mentions like Artax or when our stuff was found and used.
Okay,
That
you
kind of
don't he Ocean or 7 doesn't provide you with any doesn't say anything about Artax or any recognition of anything that might be similar. They do mention, however, that that there is a system malfunction detected by the droids not long before they arrived, which was caused by a malfunctioning equipment. They procured replacement parts and secured them. And this was relatively recently, within the past few days. And then there's some records of just recharging in the seaweed and then meeting a bunch of flesh bags.
That's us.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
that's
you.
us. Yeah. Yep.
Sorry, crew, for wasting 15 minutes of our time. That's my bad.
We know better for next time.
Yeah.
Well, next time we're in a giant contraption. So, guys, does that mean that this giant creature is like a machine or something?
Yes.
Appears to be so.
Yeah, my expertise kind of lies within flour and baked goods and other delights. How is this possible?
You
Well,
are only half correct.
Oh,
The Leviathan is biomechanical.
I see. How is that possible? I mean,
Through much pain and difficulty, I could show you the information regarding it, was it not classified.
fair. Are you allowed to divulge who classified the information?
was it the prince?
Who?
I'm sorry, I did not predict my lore drops today. Here we go. Classifications made by King Enmerkar II.
Does this name mean anything to you, Azure?
Emcar?
Yeah, put that in my notes too.
I'm really bad at taking notes. It's very bad for me. I don't think they ever said his name.
His name has never come up. No, that's
Never
correct.
said his name, so I don't know.
Never said his name.
He was a prince. One assumes a prince. He was gonna turn into a king soon. He made the first automaton.
Damn, I think
One
we
would
missed our
assume-
chance. We missed our chance to do a persuasion to like persuade them that we're one of the royalty or something.
I don't think that was ever going to work.
Yeah, maybe a 20. I wish to seek command of this vessel. Actually, Robot 7. If I were to want to command your brother, how would I do so? If I were wanting to change course or depth or height, how would that be done?
You would need to request that of him.
Okay. How do I do that?
You would need to speak to him. Can you plug into the mainframe?
If I went to the brain, could I do that? And I point to this part of the diagram.
Yes, if you are capable of plugging into the mainframe.
Well, if he's a biomechanical, that means part of it is living, so that means we could probably somehow
What, you want to
I'm
talk to him?
trying to think if my
feature.
feature would allow me to, because if he's an animal, I don't know, converse with. Wow,
I was
Someone
not
else do
expecting
something.
this
I'm thinking a
lore
lot.
drop today.
Yeah.
7, would you mind playing that recording? You said of your brother talking before you played earlier. Can you play that again, but slower?
Sure.
And I'll cast Comprehend Languages.
It's screaming.
It's actually like
It is actually
screaming.
screaming. It is just one long line. Ah! Constantly.
Is it discernible like by? Is it sound human or
Is it screaming in English?
common? Is it screaming in
Is it
common?
screaming in a commonish?
I'm
Or is it
pretty
screaming?
sure screams are a universal
That's fair.
language for this is the most devastating thing I have ever experienced in my entire life.
I
Sick.
see. Real quick, do you know if your brother wants to do what they're currently doing?
My brother broke protocol. He is free.
What?
Oh, so he chose to like eat all of us and kill many of my friends, basically family.
Negatory.
What was protocol?
Then why did they do that? What's protocol? Or is that classified?
Classified.
Oh, I don't like this robot sometimes, guys. No offense.
I think 7's all right.
Yeah. Okay.
I appreciate that.
Do you have like a survey I can take based off of your performance of your service? I'd like to talk to your supervisor if at all possible.
Unfortunately, it is not possible to talk to my supervisor, as King Enmerkar perished approximately.
Redacted.
Did they just stop talking?
Well, I'm sorry for your loss. I don't know how you felt about that individual, but losing someone close to you is always devastating.
I would not say we were close. He was very far away at the time of his passing.
That's
Are all
crazy.
your creators deceased?
As far as my records are aware, correct.
So you were operating off of your last command?
I am operating off of my only command.
If your creators and the ones who classified you are deceased, how do we gain new credentials?
You cannot.
Yeah.
It's impossible. Okay.
Whoops.
I don't know. What am I looking for the word here? Out of character. I don't know if that's my bad. I don't know if Vincent would know the word credentials. So pretend I said something like command or
Take me
That's my
to your
bad.
leader.
Yeah, this is 21st century Trevor talking for a second there. That's my bad.
Yeah.
Credentials.
Uh,
Okay.
Can I
back
have your
to it.
resume too, please? And then-
How do I
Also-
reprogram you? No.
Let's just make sure that it's like laminated, so it's nicely kept, so people can't like write over it.
right.
Well, shoot.
We have a lot to tell to Adrian.
Out of curiosity, do you currently know where your brother is in the vast wide world?
I have a world map, and I pull my bag and I pull out a world map. Yeah.
You are asking where we are currently voyaging?
Yeah.
Correct.
Cool. So he will reach down and point to a point on the map, which is still within the archipelago. You realize that that is an area that experiences frequent storms.
Right. It's where I took us, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So wherever the Leviathan is, it is still relatively within that area.
Okay.
Guys, this is the same location that I brought us to when we were swallowed by the Leviathan. So we haven't moved relatively to where we capsized.
Correct. My brother mostly swims in circles.
It's like this dude swims in circles.
Is it around a particular landmark they're swimming around?
Or location.
Yes. I think we can assume the silence means yes.
I don't want to assume. Assuming makes bad things out of you and me.
Azure storybook. So frustrating.
Well, shoot. I don't really have anything that could replace bolts, honestly.
Well, maybe Adrian has something.
Your captain
Maybe.
did pull some chunks of wood and stuff out. Vince made the entirely plausible suggestion of just ramming one of these robots' arms in there.
Let's not fight.
7, are there any currently out of commission robots that we could salvage parts from?
There are approximately 5.
Can you take us to them or bring them to us?
Point on the map.
Or point on the map where they are
Yes.
if they're too far from here and you can't leave this location.
Yes, I can do that. Please wait for a moment while I collect materials.
I'm keeping Pass
And
Without
they
Trace going, by the way,
begin-
because it looks cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been
that's
useless for the most part.
This
So-
guy found us immediately. Yeah, what the heck?
Chris would like to pull
I
his sword
know.
again.
He saw us immediately, hurt us too.
He was right next to you.
I guess.
And like saw you there before you went and cloaked yourselves. After a while, 7 comes back, carrying with them what appears to be a couple of robotic bodies, and they turn to go and pick up more, presumably, as they put the 2 in front of you. You look down at them and you see that these automatons that are no longer functional are mostly no longer functional just because of how much use they've had.
What were they doing when they shut down for commission?
I think he's not here right now. He's going to get more.
About to turn to get more,
Oh,
but hasn't left yet. You're asking why they were here?
what made? I mean, they look like they're worn down to just their basic parts, down to bones, essentially.
Correct. They have been in service for thousands of years.
Wow.
Cool.
This Leviathan is over 1,000 years old.
thousands of years.
Hey, there is this mythical place that sailors like to talk about called Atlantis. Is that a colloquial name for where you're from, by chance? Just asking, out of curiosity. I know the answer's probably no, but I'm just asking.
Classified. Sorry.
That is not where I was created.
Oh, do you know if Atlantis exists, actually?
It is presumably possible. However, I have never attended myself.
Oh well. Atlantis not confirmed or deconfirmed in this universe.
Darn.
Yeah.
Chris would like to pull out his sword and start whittling, carving some wood.
Like the magic sword?
He's just like, pull the sword out.
He was asking if he can pull his sword. Chris, your sword still does not pull from its scabbard. I understand. Believe me, there will be a moment.
Josh, Azure's gonna investigate these broken automatons.
Cool.
See if one of them we can.
Do you have? I'm gonna say either Arcana or if you have it, proficiency with Tinker's tools.
Arcana, it be 11.
11. This is technology beyond anything you've ever seen in your life. These things. 7 in front of you is walking and talking and thinking freely. That's impossible.
Yeah.
Okay, that is even magic tech, even magical golems do not have what 7 is doing right now. That is an impossibility, and yet here they stand in front of you doing the impossible. You look down at these constructions and you sort of recognize that they seem to be almost built from a mold. They have matching parts, even if they are worn down. They are in generally the same shape and style. Whatever these were, a lot of them were produced.
Seven, does your brother resurface every once in a while by chance?
Yes, on occasion.
Is it just by free will, or is there a schedule to it by chance?
There is unfortunately a limit to the amount of time that my brother, the Leviathan, can stay underwater.
Oh, it needs air.
Yes, and to adjust the internal pressures. Otherwise, everything inside would be flattened.
That's fair. Wait.
The captain wants to ask if we can use any of the arms or legs as components for the heart that are before us.
So what, are you trying to forge them together, or are you just going to cram the thing in there wholesale?
I mean, I figure we'll probably have to take them apart somehow and retrofit it to fit.
I can make a small fire
He
if you
said
think we
carve.
can melt it down. Oh.
Yeah. We could make a cylinder shape if we can melt the metal. Unless this metal's not meltable.
Yeah, I don't know.
7, would you be offended or on board if we were to utilize some components from these robots and using human ingenuity craft a part that would fit your heart contraption?
It has been a long time since I have seen human ingenuity firsthand. It would be a wonderful experience. These bots are mostly being used for scrap.
Okay. So we're free to tear into them.
Yes, they are only spare parts.
All right.
Do you know if the metal composite they are made out of has a higher melting point than an average fire?
I'm sorry. This is the question that I never thought would come up. This has nothing to do with me, considering whether or
Well,
not
it
I
has
should
to do
share
with
my
the
lore.
metal that the Leviathan's
Um,
made of, presumably.
Like you should. I'm gonna say that yes, the metal is designed to like withstand higher temperatures, but you
Right.
can still damage it with like an intense enough. If you were to cast like a firebolt spell, they would still feel it, obviously.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I can heat down this metal to be a liquid form that's malleable, unfortunately, with just with the means that I currently have.
Hmm.
Well, we don't need liquid. We just need bendable.
Mm. Are you using the back of that parchment at all, Vincent? Do you want the map
Which
on it?
one? Most of these are being used. I have some scrap here that I just doodle on occasionally, and I pull it out, and you see like designs for different contraptions for viewing the stars. Not that I'm gonna be able to use these ever again, perhaps. So here, go ahead, knock yourself out. Here's a pencil too.
Thanks. Seven, do you like to draw?
I'm sorry. You want them to draw?
I asked if they like to drop the schematics of what we're trying to build here before we enter into the heart.
Oh, I'm gonna say that yeah, they can do that.
All right, guys, this is what we need to build. Let's see if we can try our best. We take the doohickey from this robot and the dingle dangle from this one and put it together. Maybe
It's
it'll
about the
work.
rough size. It's about the rough size of this cylinder. Yes. So
So
we
I'm
need to
gonna
find a
make
way to fuse them.
I'm gonna make this a skill challenge. Is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna have a fun little skill challenge. I'm gonna have the entire party participate in this. And we're gonna call this a total DC of 50. And hold on before you panic. Before you
panicking.
panic. I'm gonna ask all 5 of you to make a skill check. And then combined, I want your results to be a 50. And I'm going to ask each of you individually what you are contributing and how, so that you get to choose what skill you're going to use for this skill check.
Okay.
So let's go ahead. We'll just go around. We're going to start with Rae.
Okay.
Okay, how are you contributing to the conversion of these parts?
This is so hard because it's like, where do you even
Yeah.
start with this?
It is.
Because we'll probably need to like melt the metal, right? To some sort. We can make a bonfire. Because Cookie, you can make a bonfire, right?
I sure can.
We can billow the flames with something, I'm sure. There's scraps around. To make it hotter.
I think what Joan was wanting you to do is pick one of your skills and then argue as to why that's relevant.
Well, yeah, but I have to work through how we're going to do it before I can pick a skill. Because I can't be like, intelligence, and be like, I just make the game plan. That feels like cheating.
No, that would be perfectly legitimate. If
Yeah.
you're making the plan, I would allow that. I'm trying to think if there's anything I would use to give that any proficiencies beyond just a flat intelligence roll. I mean, that would be basically a tinker's tool check, probably, or a smithing check if you have proficiency with smith's tools.
Yeah, I got proficiency with a dice set. So.
Yeah, but not your real life one. So,
wow,
True.
cold.
It's true.
I have an idea. If I may.
Yeah.
So you can come up. So Azure can like lead everything. I'm not sure how Cookie can contribute. I'll have to surprise me.
I got it all figured out.
Okay, I can use survival because in a survival situation, I've had to bind things together in a pinch, and I can use what we have here to wrap things tightly. And then our captain, he's strong. He can freaking tighten it as tight as possible. And then I think the binding part is what you would handle. That's my idea.
I got really fast hands, okay? I got really deft hands.
It's true.
And I
They're
can
so
make a
fast,
bonfire.
like they heat it up.
They're incredibly fast.
All right.
Okay.
Please continue, Azure. That was just, I wanted to share my idea.
So, I guess I can make the game plan of the steps that we'll probably need to do to make
Oh, intern.
this happen. Oh
helps.
yeah, we have intern.
Do we have intern?
You
Joan?
do actually have.
Or do you need to
intern.
increase the
Intern.
DC
Thank
of
you,
the check?
thank you for reminding me about intern. The DC is now 60.
Wait, no, you
and
said
intern will
5.
participate as well.
Oh,
Did I
you're
say the
including
5
7?
of you? You're
Yes.
right. I totally forgot intern. No, 7 is watching.
Okay.
So yeah, the DC 50. I'll include intern. How is intern helping you?
Let's take their sheet and pull it up real quick.
Does intern have a way to burn something? I took a
Doesn't
look at
have any fire spells, if that's what
I
you're
can look at his
asking.
spell sheet.
Does have enhance ability.
He has mending. They have mending. It's a
Yeah,
cantrip.
he's got mending.
They have mending. That's really good.
Yeah. So if we can get it in the rough shape, we could probably like mend it. I also have mending, but
Ooh.
If you
Nice.
want, you can just have intern. He's got what, 3 bardic inspiration? He could just blow all 3 of them on all of you to make sure that you get as high of rolls as possible. If that's what you want. He can also use enhance ability, and he'd be able to give you advantage on an ability check relating to whatever you're doing. It's up to you. Or if you just want to have him make his own check.
It might be better if he just contributes separately to
Yeah.
the increased score.
yeah.
That is my opinion. I don't know what we'd have them do.
I think the menion's a good idea, right?
Yeah, mending, I guess.
Yeah.
I am still gonna have the magic represented through skills, although probably through the relevant skill to the type of spell. So in this case, both Cookie and why am I forgetting his name now? Intern. Both Cookie and Intern are arcane casters, so they would use the Arcana skill. Whereas Rae, as a divine caster, I would probably have you use religion.
That's fair.
And then Trevor would probably use, I guess, nature would probably be the best one. If
I'm
you are
also
planning on
wisdom
using
based,
magic.
but I'm not using magic. I was using my survival skills.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah. So
I can cast 2 spells as long as they're both cantrips. One's concentration, one is not. I can cast both of those, correct?
Chris, based on your party, it sounds like you're using athletics. Okay, so we're just gonna go in order around the table. You tell me what skill you're using to contribute and roll it for us, okay? We'll just keep a running total, and your goal is to hit a 50.
okay.
So we'll start with Rae.
I guess I'll use intelligence.
Cool, just a flat intelligence roll?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Go ahead and roll me 1d20 and add your intelligence modifier.
Yeah, that's +0, so 11. Life good.
Living big rolls.
18.
18.
Nice.
Let's
Oh, that's
go.
pretty good.
It's a very good start. Okay.
Mhm.
Go ahead and make that note down. Going around the table here, as you folks at home can see our order already. Trevor, you are up next.
I'll be using survival.
Survival. Go ahead.
13.
13.
Six,
Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. That
That's with a
brings
plus
the
7. Oof.
so with a plus 13, that brings the total up to 31.
31.
Okay, Chris is next. If you get us a nat 20, you completely set them
Come
up
on.
for success. Yes, athletics is what we're for.
Yo!
An
Let's
unnatural 20.
go!
Nice.
Let's go!
You jinxed it, Joan.
I did jinx it. Holy cow. Okay.
That's our captain.
That is a total of 51. So you don't even need to roll for intern and cookie at this point. You work together like a well-oiled machine, and what comes out of it are basically these metal pegs that you're pretty sure would be able to hold in just fine in these slots. It might be a little difficult to remove later, but you're not worried about later. You're just worried about now.
Behold, 7. Human ingenuity. Humanoid ingenuity. Excuse me.
That will be sufficient. Now we must just replace the parts.
All right.
Cool.
Go ahead.
How do you recommend that going about, the whole replacing the parts thing?
I would suggest entering during the open phase of the heart's progression.
Oh, we have to go in there?
Yes, I am not authorized to enter.
But we're authorized? I thought we had no authorization.
You are not authorized.
All
He's letting
right.
us do it. He's letting us do it. Let's just wait, and then we'll do it.
There are limitations in my programming, so while I am required to follow orders, I do in fact have my own desires.
What are they?
Yeah.
Mostly it is to keep people out of my forest. Do not
Do you have any,
go
like-
into my forest.
Do you have any like dreams, aspirations besides keeping people out of your forest?
Sorry, I thought of Isaac Asimov. This Ocean 7 dream of electric sheep. Or dream of sheep, not electric sheep. Well, I mean, anyway,
It's the best kind of sheep.
yes, honestly, I would like to see my family to be happy.
Where's your family?
They are spread out across the world. Each of them is serving a different function.
Put a pin in that. Maybe we'll come back to that. Maybe we can help you and you can help us.
Understood. I will likely not remain here much longer, though, as I have other duties to attend to.
Like in the Leviathan?
No, I must return to my forest to remove intruders.
Oh, there's people there right now.
There is always the possibility that people might be there, and as such, I spend as much time as possible protecting my forest. Do not enter my forest.
Right.
What does your forest look like, if you don't mind me asking?
It is primarily constructed of deep-sea kelp.
That's why you got
What's-
some seaweed here, right?
Yes, it was collected on me when I entered.
What's within your forest? Is it just kelp?
There are other creatures of the sea.
Aw.
But there's no particular reason you're protecting this forest other than the fact that it is your forest.
It is my forest, and I will do everything in my power to protect it.
Okay. Thank you
You
for your
said
help.
you said we need to go in when there's the heart open phase. When does that happen, and how long does it last?
It lasts approximately 6 seconds.
Wow.
Oh, because it's a heart and the valve and right. Okay.
That is correct. You will have visibility of it. However, I would suggest that you move quickly, lest the blood flow catch up to you.
Blood flow.
Maybe we could just use these pegs for our ship that we just constructed.
Yeah, maybe.
Do we really need the bolts?
I mean-
We just made them, honestly.
I know! We don't need to go through the trouble of going in the heart. Can we make a roll to see if these would work? We could just leave the pegs.
Captain,
Maybe we
does
just
these
leave
look
the
like the
screws.
bolts for the rudder? Like,
Yeah,
can we
do these
just
look like
use
these work, Captain?
We just know about this entire situation, actually.
Yeah, just
One round of combat? Nope, we're good.
not combat, but I mean, because we're taking the peaceful route. We could have murdered hoboed all these robots.
I don't
That's
think
still-
they
6
take too
seconds is
kindly
only
us trying
one
to get in the
round.
heart, though. You know.
I'm just sitting here quietly realizing that it would be honestly quite reasonable for you to use these pegs and therefore bypass the entire encounter I have planned. So what is your opinion? Do you want to bypass an entire encounter? I
We
mean,
still get the
honestly,
experience.
I would still give you I would
Hmm.
still give you the experience for an excellent role play and good justification of the scenario.
No, we gotta give the
As,
people what they want, right?
As
Sorry, that's
Patrick,
above board. I just slip into cookies so easily. That's above table. I wanna
Chat
give
wants
them
going
what they
back
want.
to
The lore.
SpongeBob again. Going back to SpongeBob again. We could just, as Patrick says, take the encounter and push it somewhere else.
The encounter that I had planned really couldn't happen anywhere else. I am sorry. So I will still give that option to you. Like, I don't like I look at the chat and like, are you not entertained?
Like,
Hmm.
if these will work, like,
I see no reason not to use them, but
I see no reason to not use them.
We do still have to get our sail.
Don't mind me. I'm just like, whoa, this is happening.
Because
We're so sneaky and slippery and weaselly, guys.
we're the worst.
We're
This is the
worst.
first time I've ever had to consider like actually removing an encounter based on the player's actions. Oh my goodness. And I'm dead serious. If you guys decide that you want to skip it, if you want to save yourselves the trouble, I will let you use the peg. I will say that it might have some effects on your ship later on down the line if you're not using the full rudder. If you're not
this could
making
be
proper
catastrophic.
repairs. And I'm gonna
Do
s-
you really
and
need
I'm
a
gonna
rudder?
say and I'm gonna say that alone is going to be the only real negative that you'd be sure would be happening out of this situation, that you wouldn't have the highest quality that you could possibly have for your ship. You could make these repairs with these pegs that you fashioned, but there's no guarantee that they would be anywhere near as good as the stuff that is actively designed for this ship.
The rudder's for turning,
So
right?
it's up to
So
you.
like we don't have to turn. We can just go straight.
We just go straight. We just don't stop until we can get somewhere.
We'll hit land eventually, baby.
We
We
just
can
keep going.
use the sail. We can use the sail.
Yeah, we'll
we
just
could
use
the
the
sail.
sail
if
that
you-
we
Watch you
totally
somehow end
have.
up in a
That's what we
perfectly
need to get.
straight loop around the planet.
Wait, let's consider this. Consider this. What if we can't get the sail back? The rudder's our only way of navigating then at that point, right?
Well, if we can't get it, then we just come back.
If we can't get the sail
Oh.
back, then I'm going to be leaving here very dissatisfied. Or at least, I don't know. Or some semblance of the sail. Because that's on me. That's my B. Can we anonymously send a Y or an N to Joan?
Yeah, I
And
think
vote
that's
on it?
perfectly fair.
Ooh, good call. Good call.
What do
yeah,
you guys think?
well,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we don't talk.
So-
We just vote.
Yeah.
All right.
Does everybody have no what? We have a whisper command in roll 20.
Oh,
That
do
might
we?
be
I want to make
best.
sure I
Oh,
do
yeah.
it right though. I'm always scared to use it.
I don't even know how to do it.
I think it's /WGM. Let me double check. Yeah, it's /WGM.
Did that work?
Yeah, I see it, and no one else
Okay.
should see it.
Well, let me select.
Okay, now I need
you.
to think about this. Frick, I'm so bad at decisions like this.
So yes or no, we have all four of you. Yes, if you say yes, you decide to skip the encounter. If you say no, you decide that you would like to go on the encounter anyway. Yes, I got yours as well. Yours as well, Jared.
Okay, this works then.
I'm
receiving-
DMing you.
yeah.
I don't trust myself, as we all know with my roll 20.
That's perfectly fair. I will just go ahead and collect some information.
Meta-analysis, compiling, player
I would like
input.
to see the tally at the end. Not who
And
did it, but
we-
the tally.
And we need, I'm still missing Chris.
How's intern gonna vote?
Does intern vote?
Intern is technically the tiebreaker.
Oh, God.
Intern tie breaks.
Yo,
Why
so
is
that means
intern the
Who
tiebreaker?
understands
gets to
intern so
decide.
much?
TM's like, I want to use my encounter though.
Maybe I'll have, maybe if we have a lore breaker, I'll ask the audience.
Ooh, good call.
Oh, chat gets to vote.
Chat, your opinion matters.
How many chat members
Pat,
do we have?
you
right now?
matter.
You do matter, chat. You matter oh so much, actually.
Can you guys hear me temporarily?
Oh my gosh.
Whoa,
Yeah, we can hear you.
yes.
That's much
Te-
better.
Temporarily, I have good connection for about
Wait, you guys can
2
hear him?
seconds.
I can't.
That's fine.
Oh no.
What's causing the connection issues?
No clue.
Okay, well we've got you back now.
Just bad internet tonight, I guess.
Well, it's Idaho.
It's green right now, so I'm gonna talk for as long as I can.
Okay. So the votes are in. Everybody has voted. And it's a perfect tie. So I'll tell you what, chat. What I'm gonna have
Ugh.
you guys do is I was gonna have you tell us: do you want to see them fight, or do you want to see them skip it?
Chat, it's your time. Tell us.
Now, keep in mind, if we do skip this, we may have some more room for lore. I don't know.
There'll be others. It'll be filled by something else. It's not like we just don't have an episode.
Yeah, I mean we'll have more episodes, obviously, and I have so much stuff planned for the future. Lots of lore got dropped, but I have yet more that is left undiscovered. and
Joan,
I'm
you could just
excited
have
for that.
like Artax just carve his way out of the wall and be like, "Surprise, mother!"
Surprise! Surprise! Time for a battle. Here's Artax.
Yeah. I'm joking. That'd be kind of stupid.
That would be awesome.
Come to think of it, I wonder what our producer thinks of all of this.
Our producer.
Our
Yeah.
producer-
Pull them too.
Our producer ran to the bathroom.
Surely our
Oh,
producer
Oh,
is back
no.
by now.
producer.
Yeah, yes, I know it says we're still streaming Minecraft.
Oh.
I forgot to update this stream.
Okay. Just
Um,
making sure.
We're streaming Minecraft.
So
D&D.
we are not streaming Minecraft. This is D&D. This is why you always double check the stream beforehand. I didn't have
There's
access
so much
to it at the
lore.
time.
So
All the
Anyway,
lore.
so here's my take on it. I really want to use a sword, and I wonder if this is the combat that I get to use it.
and
I
if
don't
it
think so.
isn't,
And if it isn't, I'm gonna be sad.
Chat wants
That's it.
Stabbing metal robots, you think, is that moment that you're going to be able to draw your
Yeah, but
sword.
it's a cool
There's
sword. It's
nothing.
a dope
There's nothing to
sword.
apologize for. Chat has spoken. So
chat has
Chat has spoken?
spoken. I want to see y'all dive into the heart. Sorry, lol.
So what does our
Yeah.
producer
Wait,
say?
how many
Our
people
said
producer
that?
wants us
Nothing.
to fight too. It doesn't matter.
Just Casey.
It's just we only have the one person in chat right now. It's a little
Hold on, let me get my
quiet.
wife. Let me get my wife on the
Hold
line.
on.
Hold on, let me call up my roommate.
Let me call my mom real quick.
Let's
Let me
not-
let me go grab my roommate real quick. Hey,
Why didn't you
want
guys
us-
get them involved in our stream beforehand? Come on, we've got
This
people
is
to
the-
advertise.
I
to.
haven't watched.
I don't even think she's home right now. I think she's out at a bar. I'm pretty sure.
Tell him to put it on the bar TV.
Well, chat
That would
is
be-
demanding a fight.
There
All
we go.
right.
Let's do
So
it.
mysteriously, intern's vote is the tiebreaker and says that we go.
How does
better
intern
to do
phrase
it
that?
right.
That's my boy, and I smack him on the back.
He kind of like shakes forward a little bit. Oh, I just figured, if we do it right now, he won't have to worry about it later. And I mean, like, what's the worst that could happen? We've survived, one of the lords of the sea, terrifying monsters and acid, an entire raid of Sahagwin on our ship in the middle of a storm. I mean, it's a heart, right? Hearts are round, gentle things, right? So
nope,
this will be.
that's not how those are. Nope.
I
What
like.
do you,
I
what
like.
do you mean it's not how
I-
those?
I just
that's not
glance
how
over
an
to the
anatomical
metal
heart is.
pipes.
Now I want to know who voted which way. But I guess it'll remain. I think I have an idea as to what happened. But,
I mean,
um,
I pretty much said my vote out
Wait,
loud.
would you like to know what the votes are?
no, we don't have to unless people
That's
are
fine.
shy.
It's something for
Fine.
the Q&A.
I
in the
voted
future.
no. I want to fight. All right. I want to
I
punch
thought
people
so.
in the face.
All right.
Not the organ.
So the party has
We are
voted
at the
yes,
organ.
and they will be
go.
moving towards the heart. You have your stealth activated. So why doesn't we'll call this a group stealth check, and if at least half the group passes, then I will consider it a success.
We
Yep,
have advantage on it. I mean, sorry, we have a +10.
Maybe +10.
You have a +10,
I'm
yes.
gonna need
That
it.
is correct. I am taking that into account.
oh,
So everybody make me a stealth check. Stealth check.
Oh,
I need to.
oh,
Oh my
15.
goodness.
31?
Whoa.
There's no
You
way
got
you
a
did it
nat
again.
20. You did it twice? The double?
Oh my god!
He
What-
used
Oh my
this
god! The
one.
odds
There's
I'm
no
gonna
way.
are insane.
Show me the math. Someone
There's
show
no
me
way.
What's the
the
math of
numbers.
rolling?
It's 1/20
Forward.
times 1/20 times 1/20 times 1/20.
Oh my goodness.
What
What's
in
that?
the actual
That's
fucking heck?
16,000.
That's never gonna happen again. I don't
No,
I'm
think.
that's
gonna
not
be
even
useless for the rest
60,000.
of the season.
That's
Expect
you're
nothing
stealthy
from
as heck.
Azure.
You're a cleric. You'll never
that's,
be useless.
it's like 160,000 chance. 1 in 160,000 chance. That's
Well,
crazy.
so looking
Well,
at
shoot.
everybody's rolls, pass
So-
from Chris,
27.
failure from Cookie.
No,
With 15.
remember plus 10.
Cookie fail with
15. So it's a
Oh, it's plus-
27,
he didn't include the
27,
plus 7.
15,
We're supposed to-
22,
I
and a
included that.
31.
Yeah, everybody passes. Oh my gosh, I love that spell.
Let's go.
Let me tell you folks at home, Pass Without a Trace is one of the best spells in D&D.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah, that's my opinion anyway.
It's also really cool.
I
And
love me some
silvery-
lower level
And
spells.
silvery barbs, but
Silvery
it's too
Barbs is
strong.
busted and is no longer
Silver-
allowed.
Listen,
Yeah.
season 1, baby.
Anyway,
Season 1.
so all of you sneak through the bubbling water around you, erupting into steam, but you manage to keep your attention forward. You see as the pumps of the heart going bum 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 bum. There is a brief window where there is a gap that appears to enter into a space on the inside of the heart.
Okay. So I'm guessing we have to individually jump into it, or jump through the hole. So,
I don't suggest, if you want to jump through individually, that's your prerogative. I would suggest going together, but your
Sig-
call.
is there enough room for
is
everyone?
yeah, is
It
the,
is
is it,
the heart is a big
Oh, okay.
thing.
oh, okay. So we could
It
all
is
go at once.
big.
So
Now,
my
this
guess,
is the size of a small building.
I feel like we're gonna have to roll like a dex or something like that.
Or we just send one of us in.
I don't think one of us
One
is gonna get those
person
pins out.
in.
All right, intern, ready, set.
Wait, are we
whee!
like holding our breath? Because like we're like submerged in liquid or whatever. Like,
It's a
how does
good
this work?
question. It's a good question. What could happen in there? No liquid
Wait,
comes out when it opens
Can we
up.
see in there?
You can see briefly in there when it opens up. What you see is a mostly empty chamber that does appear to be stained red.
Okay.
I may have the mariner fighting style, but I can't breathe underwater.
I
Learn
don't
to
have
hold
water
your breath,
breathing.
maybe.
I mean, do you guys just want to go jump in at once? Because
Might as well.
Yep.
it's not really.
Sure.
There's not really any other choice.
This is what the people want.
This is what the people want.
The person wants. This is
Yeah.
what the person wants.
This is
Hey,
this is no. This is what the DM wants. The DM wants us to all go at once.
yes, actually, the DM doesn't want you all to be in the encounter because she and the producer worked hard on this and laying out how the encounter design would work. So
That's the other reason I voted no, is because it's like, man, I kind of feel bad if we just like totally skip an entire.
I would
combat.
allow it, but Clayton and I would very much appreciate it if you went and gone and got your butts kicked, please.
Clayton just has like a small tear going down his face,
Just
like
crying.
as we said it. Yeah, we could probably skip this encounter. It's like,
If I almost die again, Captain's gonna need to watch.
yeah, okay, all right, Clayton, we heard you. All right, yeah, I mean,
Well,
I just say, all right.
How
we all
about just
jump at
one
once.
for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, and 4 to go. And then we all
Yeah,
just
and then
jump.
we all just
Yep. Like that. Just like that.
yeah.
Just like that.
All right, the entire crew jumps headfirst into the heart, and they find themselves in an open chamber where the whole sound of the heart continues to pound around them. Across the room, you see a figure suddenly come to life as its eyes light up the darkness. And that's where we're going to end for this week.
Spooky eyes.
Man.
So, once again, big thank you to all of the players for being here today, for doing a wonderful job today. Thank you, the fans, for enjoying it. Thanks to Percy Haley, who does all of our character art. They are fantastic. Big thank you to Clayton, running production. And big thank you to you, all of the fans, for being here and for voting today, as well as those of you watching us at home on YouTube. But for now, that's going to do it for us. I'm your humble dungeon master, Joan Klock, and I hope you all will join us next time on Lost in Leviathan. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good night. Yay, Monday's
love you.
tomorrow. Work time.
Work time.
I love you.
Yay. Yay. Work it time.